I'm Dr. Steve Reid. I'm a sport and exercise physician and I'm currently the Chief Medical Officer for Paralympics Australia. There's been considerable lag in the recognition of the fact that firstly concussion occurs in parasport and in fact in some areas of parasport there's quite a significant risk of concussion. The most widely used concussion assessment tool, the sport concussion assessment tool, rely on not being impaired. And so for visually impaired athletes, for instance, a degree of dizziness might be something that they're dealing with on a daily basis. So I think when we're applying the different components of the SCAP, we have to most definitely nuance that tool to the athlete and the specific impairment that we're dealing with. Even within a specific category of sport or even a specific team, different athletes will have different impairments. And so even within a specific team sport, you can't necessarily apply exactly the same assessment tools across the whole team.
We need to acknowledge that assessment and management of concussion in para-athletes can be quite challenging compared to able-bodied athletes. And so we need to ensure that the AIS and the ASC take a leadership role in highlighting the challenges that we see with managing and diagnosing concussion in para-athletes and ensuring that we encourage further research in this area to ensure that we continually grow our understanding of the impacts of concussion in para-athletes.
We need to be able to adapt our assessment of athletes to their different impairments. Some of the cyclists will be amputees, some will be spinal cord injured, some with neurological conditions that affect their balance and ability to participate in some of the testing. So I think we probably will need to plan well ahead of time to how we're going to assess concussions in different circumstances, work with the different teams, the people that know the athletes well.
I think it is important that high performance sport has an aligned approach to concussion protocols. And the bottom line is that para-athletes have a different set of skills that they might be measured on with regard to a concussion and concussion protocols, and the accessibility of concussion protocols needs to be broader and it needs to fit the population that you're looking at the time, not necessarily fit the general population.
Continuing to participate or compete while suffering post-concussive symptoms probably places that athlete at further risk of not only further concussions and worsening their situation, but of other injuries as well. And within a team setting, they're probably detracting from the contribution that they're making to the team. We're always going to apply an abundance of caution where there's concern around concussion. There'll be differences in terms of the aspects of the concussion assessment that we can apply in able-bodied and para-athletes, but I think people need to have confidence in the fact that athletes are not going to be returned to the field of play until they're deemed medically fit to do so. I think the AIS concussion and brain health position statement, the fact that it is endorsed by all of these leading organisations should give both the medical and allied health professionals utilising it and the public at large who will be aware of this position statement should give them supreme confidence. If in doubt, sit them out.